Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the It's Destiny podcast. This is episode 3, and today we're going to be talking about reality versus dating shows. I have my notes here. I wrote a lot, so I'm going to go over it so I don't forget anything. But I'll be talking about Love is Blind, Love Island, and of course, The Bachelor and Bachelorette. I'm in between these because could it be real? The love, could it be real? Because only a few people on The Bachelor and Bachelorette got married. Like the last season I watched, I forgot which one it was, but they got together and then a couple weeks later they got unengaged. Like, okay, you just wasted your time. You know what I mean? And I mean, I don't know if I've experienced like true love because I've never like been loved properly. There's always red flags. I love picking the wrong guy. I love putting myself out there and getting rejected. Not. I am waiting patiently, slowly, but surely. Surely you can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. That's from The Office, my favorite show ever. And I want to start with saying a Bible verse. It's Psalms 23:1. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. You don't need a relationship to be happy. I learned that the hard way. But now I'm happy by myself. Like, sure, I want someone, but I don't want to rush it in case like it's the wrong person. Also, cherry Coke time. Delicious. And I love The Bachelorette so much. And The Bachelor. I think I like The Bachelor more because of the drama. I love TV shows that have drama. Like reality TV shows. Like I watched Real Housewives of New Jersey. I think that's the best season. And then I watched Vanderpump Rules. That's crazy. I finished that show in like a month and a half, maybe sooner. I love reality dating shows and reality shows in general. I don't really like shows that have a plot besides The Office and Vampire Diaries. I love Vampire Diaries. Ian Somerhalder should have been my husband, but I am too young and I wasn't even born when he was born. And don't even get me started on Anakin Skywalker. Hayden Christensen. I think that's how you say his last name. I should know this. But I love Star Wars too. I watch just for him. But I also want to say that my favorite episode is Return of the Jedi. I think that's the one with the little Ewoks. They're so cute. But for The Bachelorette, there's these guys that try and win her over. The last season I watched of The Bachelorette, there was this guy, and he was the worst. He was the worst, and he ended up being the last one. And then they broke up because of how he is, and I think he also cheated on her. Go figure. Go figure. Love is Blind. I like that show, but like I think there's a season I didn't watch of Love is Blind that this guy married this girl. For Love is Blind, you talk in a wall, between a wall, like there's a wall right here, lady, guy, and they just talk to each other without seeing each other. And then when they fall for each other, the guy asks her to marry him, and then they see each other for the first time. But I don't know if it's from that. But I do know that this guy, I saw a clip of it. This guy was at what was it? I know the show. I don't think it was Love is Blind. I don't know. But this guy saw the girl walk down the aisle and was like, "You're so pretty." And then when they talk on the side, like private talking with the camera, he was like, "I've never been with a girl as big as whatever her name was." And she wasn't even big. And he was like, "Maybe I can get her running in the mornings." Excuse me? And then towards the end, she saw the clip of what he said, and she just started crying. And I was like, I don't blame you for crying. He's a jerk. That broke my heart, not gonna lie. Like, imagine someone you care about saying that about you behind your back, and then you actually get to see it. No. Couldn't be me. I don't think I'd ever go on a dating show because I get attached easily. And if I like you, then I'm only with you. I'm loyal from the beginning. I won't talk to anybody else. Because I don't understand how people can talk to multiple people at once. No. This is not a business. It's not. This is real life. And everyone is hyped up about Love Island this year, 2025. I want to watch it so bad because everyone is talking about it. Like, even at bars, they had Love Island watch parties. Every new episode that came out. So, it has to be good. And then there's this girl named Huda, I don't know. She's really pretty and she has a daughter. She's young. I think she's like 22 or 23. And she looks way older than that. Why do people not have glow ups? They're automatically glowed up. I had to struggle with the glow up. I feel like I'm still struggling with the glow up. But like, they just skip it. Like, teenagers nowadays, where's your ugly face? Why do you get to glow up naturally? Automatically? Can you tell me? Because I had to go through those stages. It's not fair. Not me being jealous. But also, TV shows can manipulate the way that you talk. Like, they can, like, stitch together different words that you say and, like, sentences you say. So, you never know if it's real or not. I think English. I think reality shows are entertaining, but you know, I don't really believe what they say completely because, you know, once again, they can manipulate like what you say. And then after the show is over, they go on different podcasts or like make their own videos explaining like what actually happened. And you can't really believe that either, you know. But yeah, The Bachelor, what's his name? Clayton. I wrote it down. Clayton. He had 3 girls remaining on The Bachelor. He had 3 girls remaining, and he said that he loved each one. And I think they slept together. All three of them. Gross. Because of the fantasy suites. I know you're not just talking. Let's be so for real right now. But, yeah, he told all three of them that, he loved them. And then there's one girl, Gabby Wendy. I love that girl. She is so funny and she is so real. She has a podcast called Long Winded. Clever name. But, I once saw something that said if you are with someone and you start liking someone else, you didn't like the first person to begin with. Period. That's true. I always think about that. Because it's true. Like, if you really like the first person, you wouldn't have your eyes on someone else. And lastly, if I can control the book, finding a partner is difficult when you have your standards so high because no one is real nowadays. Like, my standards used to be really low because I wanted to be with someone so bad, which is why I guess I ignored red flags and like the manipulation, gaslighting, love bombing, the works. So once I got baptized and last year, 2024, I was with my ex. I think I mentioned that in my first episode. Yeah, because it was relationships and Jesus. But I was with him knowing like he drank a lot. He smokes weed all the time. He's always high. And like I said in the first episode, he ghosted me for like 3 or 4 days and I was over it. So he wanted to end things. We weren't even really dating. He never asked me and it was like a month. And I got a text from him saying he doesn't think we should be together anymore. I said okay. I was so done. Which is good. I wasn't sad or anything, which is also really good. Because usually I'm super emotional when it comes to like relationships because I want to be loved, cared for. Like the struggle is real. And I refuse to lower my standards because I know now that I deserve the best of the best. I deserve a true love that's real, that's loyal, that's compassionate, and I should have said this first, but loves God more than anything. I refuse to lower my standards like I used to, just to be happy. Was I truly happy? No. I thought I was at the time, but looking back now, I really wasn't happy. I was just tolerating being with someone because I wanted love so bad. And it gets to a point where you stop and think either in the shower or before you go to bed. That's when I think. I get my big ideas. Like, don't rush love. I learned that the hard way. Because you won't be truly happy. Yeah, it gets lonely. But you're not alone. You can hang out with friends. You can read the Bible when you feel lonely. That's what I do. I distract myself. I clean with worship music. I love Toby Mac. So if you haven't heard Toby Mac, listen to Toby Mac and Brandon Lake. I'm starting to like him. And Crowder. I love Crowder. my brother Chase, he loves Grave Robber by Crowder. You should take a listen. He also likes Good God Almighty and Milk and Honey. And one time, I was reading the Bible, and it mentioned Milk and Honey. And then I discovered the song Milk and Honey like a couple hours later. And it was insane. I was like, what is God trying to tell me? Now, looking back, I don't remember a single thing about what I read in the Bible about milk and honey. Depression can cause memory loss, or it's hard to form new memories, which is why which is why I can't remember what I read. I'm good with numbers, like I said before, but, when I read something, it doesn't stick with me unless someone is reading it to me. So for the Bible app, I have this voice guy read for me. And it helps a little bit. I usually read the Bible before I go to bed, and I go to sleep and I wake up and I'm like, what did I read? So I should probably stop doing that. But, after this, I'm actually going to read the Bible a little bit. I caught up yesterday, because I missed 3 days. Oopsie. I like to read ahead. I'm on the 52-week, Bible plan to read the Bible in 365 days. I started on January 1st. Or 2nd. I think I started January 2nd. And I'm already on day 200 something. And then I found this book. My mom found this book over there. It's called The Woman's Study Bible, and it has like little notes on the pages and stuff to help you understand more. So I'm probably going to start doing that when I'm done with the Bible app, or I'm just going to reread the whole Bible again. I like it. I went to a private Catholic school, and I was forced to go to church every single Thursday. It was either Wednesday or Thursday. I'm pretty sure it was Thursdays. And I just didn't care because it was being forced on me. If I'm forced to do something, I don't want to do it. I don't care. And, once I graduated from there and I went to high school, I completely cut out church and the Bible. I've never read the Bible until this year. No, not this year. Actually, yeah, this year. I mean, I started to do mini Bible studies with my sister's friend. We had our own Bible study, and we had some issues and stuff, so we just stopped doing it. But we did it at the beginning of this year. I think we did it for 2 or 3 months. We met every Tuesday or Wednesday at Panera. I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot, and we got to get deep with each other about certain things. And I think it helped a lot because I felt like I got closer with them, and it was me and my sister and my sister's friend, like I said before, I think. But yeah, so, and then I started talking to this guy in December last year for my birthday. Well, we've known each other since I was like 17, and he's had a crush on me ever since. But he found our house without anyone telling him where we live. He started being obsessive. He slid up on my stories, almost every single one of them. He took me to brunch, and then we went to the park, and we were just talking and hanging out. And then he confessed his love for me. Mind you, he never told me his age. He refused. And then I found out that he was texting my mom about me and calling my mom on his breaks in the bathroom to ask about me. He started getting obsessive. And then I barely started talking to him again. He shows up at our house. And he's like, I don't want to lose you. Can you tell me what's wrong? But he came over and he was like, tell me what's wrong. Like, what did I do? And I was like, you're just being too much. I don't feel the same way. You're doing too much. And he said, okay. And then we talked about Vampire Diaries somehow. And then he left. And then I started barely talking to him again. And then he texted me and said, I need to get your opinion on something. Can I call you in a little bit? And I said, sure. So he called me and he was like, so I have this friend and he really likes this girl and he doesn't know what's going on. Can you tell me why you're mad at me? But he used Vampire Diaries characters. He knows I love Damon Salvatore in Vampire Diaries, and he called himself Damon Salvatore. And he loves the character Catherine. And he named me Catherine while he was talking. And then he said, I was like, I'm not mad at you, when I really was, because he was being so annoying and just too much. But he said, I'm turning off my humanity. I'm turning off my feelings. I feel nothing. How old are you? I'm 25 now. And I just found out his age. He's 34. He's liked me since I was 17. 16, 17. Which means he was in his 20s. Mid-20s. When he had a crush on me. That's not right. I wasn't even 18. And this 20-year-old, this guy in his mid-20s, maybe late 20s, was crushing on a 16, 17-year-old girl. No. That's messed up. He told my mom that he wouldn't tell me his age because he didn't want me to think of him differently because he wanted to be with me so bad. And I don't understand. Oh. Can't see it. And then afterwards he kept sliding up on my sister's stories too, and my sister blocked him, and then he kept doing it to me every single day. Every single time I would post something, he would slide up on my story. But yeah, he was loud too. And I have sensitive ears. I can't. Especially if we're in public and you're talking, but you're a loud talker. I can't stand that. Because I don't like when people look at me. Like, no, I can't. It's embarrassing to me. I can't. I am quiet, I am soft spoken. But if I am really peed off, I will get loud. I've only gotten loud a few times. It takes a while for me to build up and explode. So I guess I have a long fuse, anger level, whatever you want to call it. And I think that's good. I don't like confrontation, but if something really pees me off, then I will get loud. And I won't be embarrassed or, I don't know. But yeah. So. And there was this one time I blacked out rage-wise. I saw red and I didn't see anything else, and that's a story for another time. Back on track. I don't know what the heck just happened, but anyways, reality versus dating shows. Reality, it takes time. Reality, it takes time. You can't rush anything or else it won't work. And I think once you wait patiently, like me, and something happens, that's good. And it's sent from God. Because forcing something is never going to work. Like I just said, if you find someone attractive and you message them first and you guys talk for a little bit and there are some red flags and you choose to ignore them, you're never going to be truly happy. At all. Don't lower your standards for some guy just because you're lonely and you want to be happy. You can't rely on anyone but yourself to make you happy. You need to learn how to be happy on your own before you get into a relationship, and I learned that the hard way. And now I'm used to it. Sure, I want to be happy with someone, but I don't need it. I'm happy by myself. Do I want to be with someone? Yeah. Do I want to grow with someone? Yeah. Do I want a godly man? Yes. Is it hard to wait? Yes. But, ladies and gentlemen, wait, and it will all be worth it. My standards are very high now. I used to lower them, but not anymore. I will wait because God will give me what I want when He feels the timing is right. I pray every night for God to send me a godly man, and I realize it's not my timing, it's God's timing. But the wait is difficult, yeah, like I've said before, but it will totally be worth it in the end. And you'll be truly happy. You'll have a man of God. You'll go to church. You won't go to church alone. I refuse to go to church alone if I'm with someone. You're coming. And if you don't, no. I mean, if you're sick, I get it. But if you don't want to go and there's no reason for you not to go, then I just can't see it working. I also want to say that I know what it's like to feel lonely, and if you need a friend or someone to talk to about advice or, just needing to talk to someone, like I said, my DMs are open. Once again, my Instagram is It's Destiny Podcast, and once again, There's only one page of that. So make sure you like and subscribe and follow my Instagram. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.